650 of them here.
That's a lot.
Hi flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and look what's arrived, our very first delivery of plant material here at the Boone Street Nursery. And this, my friends, this is 4 boxes of Bareroot Perennials. I ordered these from Ball. Ball is a wholesale supply company that supplies plant materials to nurseries, growers, flower farmers, etc., etc. Dave Dowling, who you might have seen on this channel before, is my rep. He works for Ball. So inside these are basically bare roots of many things, not all of the perennials that I will be offering for sale here at the nursery, but that's exactly what these are. Bare roots that I'm going to pot up and offer for sale here this spring at the nursery. There may be a thing or two that I'm going to steal and bring home and plant at my farm. One thing in particular I'm really excited about, and I totally forgot that I even ordered it. So when I saw it on the side of the box, because the side of the box tells you what's inside of it, when I saw it on the side of the box, I was like, I didn't know I ordered that, because this order was placed probably 4 or 5 months ago. I kind of forget what I order, and then when it comes in, I get excited all over again. So let's get excited together. I'm gonna open up these boxes. I'm having my coffee because it is Sunday morning. You guys should be seeing this video actually today. I'm still working on editing the renovations in the retail shop because the renovations are still underway, but it takes a lot longer to edit clips of video where there are 40 or 50 clips, and videos like this where I'm just talking to you guys and I just have to throw up a few pictures. Those are easier for me to edit and get out to you guys in a more timely manner. Thank you to my father-in-law for getting me this box cutter thing. It's not a box cutter, it's a straight razor. All right, here, who's inside? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Bare roots are basically things that come in just as described. It's a bare root. It has maybe a little bit of growth on it, but what I am going to do is I'm gonna pot these up into what I call trade gallons. They're a little bit smaller than a gallon pot, but they are still a good size. So let's talk about what's in here. Okay, this is a Dicentra, which is bleeding heart. So I have, these are in bags of 25, so each variety that I tell you about, there are going to be 25 of them. This is Elba bleeding heart, which I believe, let me see what the other one is called. I have 2 varieties. I'm gonna have to look it up because I'm not familiar with all of the names, just as I suspected. This is the white bleeding heart. I purchased 25 white bleeding hearts, and I'll open up this bag for you guys and we'll take a closer look because these kind of remind me of, I don't know, I guess a small peony root. Oh, they're so cute. This is one of the smaller ones, and this will go in the pot, and I'll tell you what I was told to do with them a little bit later on. After I unbox everything, I'll tell you exactly how I'm gonna be starting these for here at the nursery. Beautiful, 25 white bleeding hearts. I have never grown a white bleeding heart, and I think people will be excited to get their hands on this. Woo, it looks like we have a bunch of astilbe in here. Astilbe is a super popular landscape plant. Oh, we've got astilbe amethyst, astilbe phenol, which I believe are red, and then another, this is called astilbe vision in red, but I think this is more of like a magenta pink. These bare roots are a little bit different looking. It almost looks like a bird's nest rather than the roots that I just showed you with the bleeding hearts. Okay, so let's look at this. This is a bare root astilbe, and like I said, it looks like a bird's nest. Put a little egg right there. And look, it's already starting to fan out right here. I will plant these so that the crown is buried. That will green up beautifully. Okay, so there in here we have astilbes and the bleeding hearts. So you might wonder how I decided what to order. I just ordered what I would like to buy at a nursery, and these are things that I would be buying myself at a nursery. I also paid special attention to what would grow in my region because for the most part we're a zone 4, but 20 minutes that way it's a zone 5. Some microclimates here in Booneville are a zone 3. I wanted to try and get everything so that anyone who comes in could buy it. The majority of the plants that I ordered are zone 3, zone 4. Some of them might be zone 4, zone 5. Everything will be labeled so that people will understand what they can and they can't grow. I definitely wanted to offer things for my cold hardy climate because I gotta be honest with you, a lot of the stores around here don't. Even the store right in the village, I'm not gonna name any names, but it's a big box store right in the village, and the trees that they sell there, the fruit trees, are zone 6. We can't grow those here. People buy those plants so excited because not everyone knows that there are zones. Not everyone is savvy with the gardening terms. So they'll buy this apple tree that's a zone 6, they'll plant it in their backyard, and it's dead in 1 year, and they don't understand. They just think, oh, I can't grow fruit trees. Well, no, you're not buying the right ones. So I'm hoping to have things that I want to set my community up for success. Getting stuff proper to your zones is important. There might be something in here that's a zone 5. I can sometimes get away with zone 5 where I am up on the hill. We will see, we will see, we will see. Ooh. I have a packing slip. Ooh. I am really excited about these. We have Sedum Chocolate Cherry. I do not have a dark sedum. I have been wanting a dark sedum ever since I visited Farmer Bailey's farm in Vermont a couple years ago. He had an entire row of dark chocolate sedum, and I was so jealous, and I asked him, I said, do you mind if I dig out a clump and bring it back? And he kind of just laughed at me at the time. Anyway, dark chocolate sedum, really excited about that one. And now we have a combination of things in here. This is a yarrow. It's called Pretty Belinda. Yarrow is a great hardy plant for someone who lives in a colder zone like me. Yarrow is something that comes back every year and also gets better every year. And it gets taller and more beautiful, and I'm excited about this. And now over here we have the Sedum Autumn Joy. This is the traditional sedum that you see that's green and has the beautiful pink flowers when it's time. Here's another yarrow. This one is called Walter Funky. And I got this one basically because my father-in-law's name is Walter and he's kind of funky. So we have Walter Funky yarrow. All right, now we're down to some hostas, guys. Hosta eleganza. Oh, it's really just elegans. This is a hosta. I have a few hostas in here. Hosta June. Hosta media variegata, which I'm guessing is a variegated hosta. Who else is in here? Oh, Hosta White Feather. I fell in love with this one, and these are hair-like as well. This is such a beautiful, almost translucent white feather. It's gorgeous. And then we have Thalictrum. Thalictrum Huitz Double. I have to look this up because I don't recall what this is. Oh, I think it's Meadow Rue. I think it's Meadow Rue. Let me confirm. Yeah, it's Meadow Rue. And this is gonna be one of those borderline plants that is like a zone 4, zone 5, so it might come back, it might not. I'll make sure that people understand that. Okay, box number 2. Let's move on to box number 3. Chocolate Cherry Sedum. I'm taking one of those home for sure. Yes, I am. Box number 3. This box includes some of my favorites. We have phlox perennial phlox, bare roots. Super popular thing to put in your landscape around here. My neighbor Carol has some of the most beautiful phlox. I actually planted 125 bare root phlox a couple of years ago. Last year they were phenomenal. I got some of the same varieties here because people were in love with mine at the farmer's market when they were in bouquets. We have phlox Daniel. We have phlox Larissa. We have phlox Red Riding Hood. I'm excited about Red Riding Hood. I have never had red phlox before. It's one of the most beautiful things. There is a house on a drive that I take often, and I always see this line of red phlox in front of a beautiful tree. We have Unique Bicolor, gorgeous. And then my personal favorite, and this is one that I grow at my house, and people are shocked to learn that it's a perennial phlox. It's the Phlox Sherbet blend. Amazing. Sherbet. Sherbet, sherbet, whatever. And the final one we have is Phlox Laura. Laura. Beautiful. The final bag in this box is something that I'm way excited about, and this is a Red Fox Veronica. I love spikes, I love spikes, I love spikes. This, I can just picture it now in my bouquets. I will be taking probably 2 of these home, so there'll only be 23 of them potted up for sale here at the nursery. Veronica, Red Fox, and that's something that's gonna also be borderline at my house, zone 4, zone 5. I'm gonna do my best to make sure I plant it in a little bit of a protected space where it tends to stay a little bit warmer in my climate. Ah! The final box, let's see who's inside. Oh yeah, at the very top of the box, I see another Dicentra, which is a bleeding heart. And this one is the traditional King of Hearts. So we have that bleeding heart. Ooh, they're so cute. Silver Heart Brunera. Love. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, here's another Astilbe. It's called Deutschland. Ooh, these are heavy. Okay, now we're getting into the heucheras. I've got a couple heucheras here. I have a heuchera caramel. Look at this. It's almost that fall gorgeous vibes. And then I bought this variety because Brad's grandmother's name was Regina. And so, I don't know, you guys know that about me. I like to buy things after people that I know. So this is a heuchera called Regina, and it also happens to be beautiful, just like Brad's grandmother. Okay, so we also have the last thing. And I had a few varieties canceled on me. This is a daylily, and it's the only one that I was able to procure because the other ones, like I said, they were canceled on me. So this one's called She's Got the Look. People love daylilies around here. They're absolutely gorgeous. Daylilies are not something I would use in a bouquet. They're not like the traditional Asiatic lily that is grown for cut flowers. So here's a look at the daylily root. It's already got the lily starting to sprout. Okay, so how am I gonna grow these? My coffee. We have plastic on the table. We've been painting the ceiling. Like I said, renovation is still actively underway. So I've never grown things like this for sale, potted up. Now in the past, I've always just gotten the bare roots in the mail and I planted them at my farm. I'm pretty, I guess, well-versed in doing that. But this, potting up bare roots for sale at the nursery, I wasn't exactly sure what to do. So I did reach out to my rep, Dave Dowling, and I said, Dave, what do I do? Just pot, obviously you pot them up right away, but should I bring them up to temperature now? Should I keep them cold? When and how long or how many weeks do they need to be ready for sale in May? Well, Dave got right back to me as he always does, and he told me exactly what to do. So these are the trade gallon pots. They are this size. They're a good size. They're the same height as a gallon pot, but they're a little bit less when it comes to circumference. So that's what I'm gonna be potting them up in. I'm just gonna read from Dave's email because nobody says it better than Dave. Okay. You should plant the Bareroot Perennials in the pots you'll be selling them in ASAP, then grow them in a cool area to replicate spring, which I can actually do because the heat's not on in numbers 2, 3, and 4. If you have a greenhouse that you can heat to the mid-30s at night with daytime temps between 45 and 65 degrees, that would be perfect. I have that, Dave. I have that exactly.
He's literally describing all of my greenhouses right now.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pot them up and I'm probably gonna put them on the floor inside greenhouse number 2. That sounds good. You want them to grow roots before they have higher temps and start putting up leaves and foliage. They won't need much water until the leaves actually emerge. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pot them all up, I'm gonna water them all in, I'm gonna set them on the ground in greenhouse number 2 in the very front, and I'm gonna just let them sit there. And he said they should be beautiful and ready to go for Mother's Day sales. So that's what I'm gonna try. Like I said, this is the first year that I'm doing this. I'm really hoping that it's successful. I'll be planting these. I have some family members coming during the week, this week. My kids are on break. It's winter break here. They're off of school for the week, so I'll have extra hands. This is pretty simple, just potting up perennials. Miranda also wanted to pot up perennials too, so there are 650 of them here. I might have some for her to pot up. Whew, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
So we'll be pretty busy for the next week. Okay, we're back at it today. We're building the tables that will be in greenhouse number 1. So I'm waiting for all of my help. I came here early just so I could record this video and get it out to you guys. My help is on the way. Help is on the way, dearie. They'll be here. We'll be finishing in greenhouse number 1 and probably painting the ceiling for a second coat today. It's looking good in here. Anyway, thanks guys for sticking around. We'll see you soon.